There once was a boy named Arav who was convinced that time was an endless river. For every task, every chore, every dream, his favorite word was tomorrow. Tomorrow he would study. Tomorrow he would clean his room. Tomorrow, he would finally start working on his goals. While his friends were waking up with the sun, chasing their ambitions and building their futures, Arav was hitting the snooze button. He'd scroll endlessly on his phone, laughing off any advice that came his way. Life is long, he'd tell himself with a confident smirk. There's plenty of time. I'll get to it when I feel ready. But time, as we know, has a habit of slipping away when we're not paying attention. The days blurred into weeks, the weeks into months, and soon, years had passed by in a quiet, uneventful stream. One day, a sudden storm hit Arav's life. His father fell seriously ill, and the family's financial stability crumbled almost overnight. The weight of responsibility fell squarely on Arav's shoulders. He scrambled to find a job, to find any opportunity to help. But he was met with one closed door after another. The skills he was supposed to have learned, they were weak and underdeveloped. The discipline he was supposed to have built, it was non-existent. The confidence he once had in his endless time, it had shattered into a million fragile pieces. He realized with a sinking heart that the very thing he needed most, time, was the one thing he had so carelessly thrown away. All those tomorrows had come and gone, leaving him with an empty today. One evening, feeling utterly defeated and lost, Arav was walking aimlessly when he came across a small, dusty shop. Inside, an old watchmaker was hunched over his workbench, surrounded by the gentle ticking of countless clocks. The old man looked up and saw the deep sadness in Arav's eyes. Without a word, he picked up a beautiful but broken pocket watch from his desk and handed it to the boy. "This watch stopped working a long time ago," the watchmaker said softly. "It was neglected, and its gears rusted. It wasn't valued, so it lost its purpose. Time, young man, treats people in exactly the same way. If you don't value it, it will stop working for you." The old man's words echoed in Arav's mind all night. He couldn't sleep. He lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, the broken watch clutched in his hand. For the first time in his life, he truly understood. Time doesn't wait for you to feel motivated. Motivation isn't some magical feeling that strikes you like lightning. Motivation is born from the simple, profound act of respecting your time. You don't wait for inspiration to start, you start. And inspiration finds you along the way. The very next morning, something inside Arav shifted. Before the sun even rose, his alarm went off, and instead of hitting snooze, he got up. It was the beginning of a long, difficult journey. He started studying. Even when his mind felt foggy and tired, he applied for jobs and took on small tasks. Even when they felt boring and beneath him, he forced himself to be consistent, especially on the days when quitting seemed like the easiest, most tempting option. He fought against the old habit of tomorrow with the new power of right now. Slowly but surely, the days of effort turned into weeks of routine. The weeks of routine solidified into months of unwavering discipline. And that discipline, brick by brick, built the foundation for his success. Years later, Arav was no longer the boy who wasted his days. He had become a respected professional, a pillar for his family, and an inspiration to others in his community. When people would ask him about his incredible transformation, he would simply smile and share the wisdom he had learned the hard way. "My life changed the moment I stopped waiting and started doing. I became successful when I finally understood that time was not a luxury to be wasted, but a treasure to be invested." The lesson is simple, but it's one of the most powerful you'll ever learn. Time isn't cheap, it is absolutely priceless. If you lose money, you have a chance to earn it back. But if you lose time, it is gone forever. So ask yourself, what are you doing with your treasure today? Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires you to live your best life. We'll see you in the next one.